Welcome back, friends. Thank you for watching. This is part 2 of my interview with Wang. If you like this content, don't forget to click on subscribe and visit our website, DGEM.org.
Wow, and
it's 3D kind of like plastic. That's like
I
bone.
see.
But I have
But originally, what
was a bone.
bone?
Yeah. They find
Animal bone, right?
animal bone. They actually from the kind of a bird bone.
Oh,
Yeah, bird bone.
a big bird, I would imagine.
Yeah. And this instrument is 3D print. Actually, I got this gift from a flute player. I never practiced this yet. Yeah.
Right.
And he said if you're using the original bone, the sounds are different. Because
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, this plastic sometimes.
No, the quality is not the same.
Yeah, it's not easy to blow into. Yeah.
Into.
Yeah. But anyway,
just to prove you can make sound of anything.
Yeah, you can tell it's more than 9,000 years. And also, I have some instruments. The history can go back about 6,000, 7,000 years, like string.
Right.
Yeah, I have in the music case. I have so many instruments. So. Okay. In China, they have
it's like an ocarina.
Like ocarina.
Okay.
Yeah, the ocarina.
How do you call it?
We call it string. Ocarina, they have a hole here.
Okay.
So we call it a fiddle instrument. That means just like a recorder. So when you're blowing to use you cover.
And this is made out of clay, right?
Yeah.
Like the ocarina.
Yeah, but this one is kind of a side wave. Side blowing. Yeah, side blowing, sorry. And also, the side wave blowing, that means that you can change the angle to change the tone. Yeah, it's different.
Wow. Definitely. It has a lot of other features that you can get more tones.
Yes, right. So the history.
What is the span of this? An octave range? What's the range?
Most traditional instruments have a narrow range.
Narrow range.
Yeah. All countries are similar. Maybe one they have an octave or just one.
At the most, one octave, especially an instrument like this.
Yeah. So,
all right. So
we just like the sound.
So, for how long have you been studying and researching all of these instruments from all of Asia, right? All around.
Yeah, most of folks are China. You know what? In China, there are more than 1,000 instruments. Yeah. So even somewhere I don't have the opportunity to visit the local instrument maker and folk musicians. I did a lot of visitor in Mongolia, in Guizhou province, and there are many minorities living there too.
Right.
And also, I went to my hometown and nearby provinces. In China, it's not American. It would have different states, but in China, have different provinces.
Right.
So I did many field works, fieldwork to interview folk musicians, collect their recording, collect their folk songs, to do the research. Because the musical instruments is related to the folk music.
Right.
Yeah, if you only
completely, folk music is very directly to that.
And if you want to collect the musical instruments, you have to learn their music.
Exactly.
Yeah. Otherwise, just have musical instruments.
Exactly. But musical instruments just sitting there is nothing.
Yeah.
Someone like you brings it to life, and that's what's so unique.
Yeah.
Who discovered you to play music for movies? Because you've been, collaborating with a lot of important movies like Kung Fu Panda, recently Avatar, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about that experience.
More than 20 years ago, after 25 years ago, that time I was in San Francisco, and there one composer, I can't remember his name. He called me, he wanted to record something for a documentary movie. Asked me to play the Arhu and mouth organ. Yeah, mouth organ.
The mouth organ.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the first time I have the opportunity in working for a movie. And after I moved to Las Vegas, and I received the email, and someone asked me, "Do you play the Arhu?" I thought, "Yes, I play the Arhu."
And many more instruments,
and,
right?
after a couple months, no any response.
Okay.
And then one day, somebody contacted me. Could you drive to Los Angeles studio to record a sample? Yeah, of course. I'm not so excited. So I drove to there,
Great.
and they interviewed me like we did some recording. He said, "Okay, can you work with us? Maybe it's not one day, maybe a couple of years. It's a long,
Long process.
yeah, it's episodes. Yeah. Also, okay, I'm so happy working with you, the team, called Track Team, and the one of the key person is the composer Jeremy Zuckerman,
Oh, wow.
Avatar composer.
The Avatar composer.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think the first thing we do together is the Legend Awesome, then the companion. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the episodes. And I remember at that time that he said probably 40 episodes. So after we working maybe 1 year, they said, "Oh, we need to do another 20 episodes."
Oh, wow. That's
Then
fantastic.
another 20 again. So we did 80 episodes. Yeah.
Episodes.
And at the same time, he got another project that is Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra actually is part of Avatar.
Yes.
And he said, "Oh, I don't want to use too many Chinese musical instruments." Because he said, "I don't want to be a Chinese composer." Yeah, I love talking. And it's okay. Let me bring different things, different sound for the Legend of Korra.
So probably they're looking for,
So I took
different
some this instrument, Matuching. So we
what is the name of this instrument?
this one, Matuching.
Matuchin.
Yeah, Matouquin. Matou means the horse head.
Aha.
Ching means the instrument. Yeah.
So it's like a horse head.
Yeah. Horse speaker. Actually, that's not original name.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the original name should be mooring horn. That's a Mongolian. Yeah, mooring horn. The horn means the harmony. Yeah, because they have the two strings play together. And,
You make harmony.
yeah, produce the two sound. Yeah, mooring horn. And the name horse head.
And when they decided to
Yeah, actually it's
top
from
of the name.
Japanese. Yeah, in the I think last century there folklore specialist from Japan. He did a field work in Mongolia, and he found an instrument in the yard. He doesn't know the name, so they said, "Oh, it's a horse head instrument."
So it's
Yeah,
got the head of the
Yeah.
horse in the neck.
Now a lot of people call it a horse head
Yeah,
instrument,
it's
but
commonly.
yeah, should be mooring horn. Yeah. Anyway, and so when you have the chance to working with the movie composers, of course, open your mind.
Right.
Yeah, and later, Jeremy also welcomed me to their career. Working together composer.
Oh,
Yeah, so I did
walking there.
some recording for him. But the very interesting is that when you're working with the movie composer, sometimes you don't know what's the title. They only use the initial name. Maybe that's contract required. So after maybe 1 year, 2 years, they tell you, "Oh, you have the recording with us." I did that.
Exactly. It's hard to tell what the end result, the end product is going to be because you're only a component, and who envisions the movie is the one that.
You can see from
makes the
this
whole
poster, the Legend of Hank.
Oh, Hank.
Yeah, this music. That music is composed by Bear McCary.
Yes. So we're going to show that later on.
Yeah.
Okay. In the camera.
Yeah.
More up close.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legend of Korra is composed by Jeremy.
Well, great. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we can spend a whole interview just about your movie collaboration, your work in movies, but definitely what seems to be the thing that I guess, filmmakers look for is unusual, unique sounds, instruments that are out of the beaten path, so to speak. And so you play instruments that are very unique. So that's what makes your art and your talent so special. Yes.
Yeah, actually, when I was a university student, I already tried to learn different kind of instruments.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because I joined the ensemble. And sometimes I don't need to play I play the plucked instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Like a kind of circle soundbox instrument called Wang. So sometimes I play Wang, and sometimes I play the flute. Sometimes I play the oboe, even saxophone.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, so it depends what kind of music they have. Also, I like all kind of musical instruments. So that time I already tried to collecting musical instruments and learn different kind of instruments. I also learned Chinese literature, which we call the qing. It's qing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 7-string instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put it on your lap.
Yeah. Right. I learned about 4 years. Yeah.
It's interesting how instruments are replicated in multicultural ways. So you can find an instrument like a sitar in India, but you can find something similar in China, and you can find something similar in other cultures. Right. And string instruments the same way, right?
Yeah.
It's so interesting how that happens.
And people maybe in the past 1,000 years,
they actually
they are moving,
travel more than we think. Yeah, they didn't have airplanes, but they certainly did move around the globe quite a bit.
Just like United States now, we have people come from more than 200 countries. Yeah,
right.
And ancient time, China too.
Right.
That time the capital called Chang'an. Now we call it Xi'an.
Mm-hmm.
Already have many people doing business through the Silk Road. So they bring their culture to China.
Right.
And also China is a very open country since that time.
Right.
So some musical instruments original from maybe Central Asia, from which countries, but become a part of Chinese musical instruments. That's why we call it Wu. Wu means it's minority or somewhere, the musical instruments. It's not original from Han people. China, more than 90% people are Han people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but even Han people is mixed.
It's mixed, yeah.
It's mixed. Just like, that's what I say.
It's a melting pot, like the America. Yeah,
American. Yeah. It's hard to tell.
So you have first people that settle in 1 century, and a century later, other ways of immigration comes, and you have layers of migration until all of that mixes together, and then you have it evolves. I mean,
of course, China
Mm-hmm.
has a long history. Some instruments come from Middle East, from Central Asia, more than 1,000 years from India.
From India.
Yeah, of course, Chinese is a big concept. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's the land.
It's the land, but it's a melting pot at the same time.
Yeah, maybe different governments, but it's land. So people are very open. So accept all kind of culture. Yeah. Even now, for example, the native flutes, from the United States, and the Chinese musician, they like the sound, but they find, this instrument only have one octave. Okay, let me change a picture.
Yeah, and that's how musical instruments evolve, and then you have such variety of musical instruments, because from one generation to the next, people start exploring and expanding that instrument and the possibilities the instrument can, create different sounds and so on. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, just like piano too.
Right.
In the
How
past
the
century.
piano evolved, yes.
Yeah.
Started being just this big.
Yeah.
The piano started being just 2 octaves, the teeny little, clavichord on top of the table.
Yes.
So people could play it after dinner at home, many.
Now we have a nine
full
yeah, that's it.
instrument.
And this is only part 2 of several parts of my interview with Hong Wang. Hong Wang is also one of our founding members of DGEM.org. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss the last part.